Hello, everyone. I cannot believe the time has come. It's time to hit 10,000 subscribers. And of all days, on the day of the social media ban, we got to hit 10,000, and I love that. So, welcome all to the live stream. Look, I probably should have planned this out a bit better, but hey, it's a very big deal, and I'm glad I'm not gonna reach it when I fall asleep. But yeah, we're gonna be here for a little while. See the subscriber count go up. Now we are quite far away from 10,000. The only reason I am starting is because I've gained like 100 subscribers in the past hour. So yeah, and you'll see it go up a lot, like consistently, just slowly going up. So I thought I'd do a live stream. There you go. There's one. And yeah, I'll answer some of your questions. We might play a few games. I just want this to be a nice stream. Because a lot of you, because no one's had their accounts deleted yet because of the social media ban. So I want to see this as it's something good that's happened today. Sorry, I've just completely chugged down a drink before starting this. So if I keep on like going silent because I'm like hiccuping and everything, um, but yeah, I'm going to probably play some games and stuff just to have a good night. That's all that we care about. And yeah, I mean, I'm going to be honest. I would not be surprised if we reach 10,000 and then we lose a whole lot of subscribers because everyone's accounts get deactivated. So, look, this is probably going to be one of two 10,000 subscriber live streams, most likely. And the next one, I think what we'll do for the next one is we'll make the next one more official, basically. So I'm going to plan it out more. I'm going to make sure I plan out, like, give it time, if you know what I mean. So it'll be much more planned out next time. It's just that I want to make sure that the first time of me reaching 10,000, I can at least live stream it. So yeah, we're gonna play some games. You can suggest whatever you want. And yeah, we're going to here comes the elevator, people. And then yeah, worst case scenario, if we don't reach it tonight, I'll do a live stream tomorrow afternoon. But this is just a very much just in case stream. So like this might not end up being the 10,000 stream. I might not end up reaching it. I'm not sure. But yeah. So expect the live stream to go for a little while, at least the next hour or so, I'd say. Um, but yeah. So we're 70 away. To give you an idea, I hit 9,900. How long ago did I reach it? I reached it 15 minutes ago, to be exact. So 15 minutes ago, I reached 9,900. So yeah. Okay. We're going to. What are people suggesting in the chat? You want photos of V39? Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Let me kind of. Can I get this into like a little box? Let's see. Oh yeah, I think I can. Damn it. It doesn't work. Wait, 1 second. I'm going to try and see if I can get the subscriber count loaded in. No, I can't. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be a little bit smart here. If I try this, by the way, this is the Final Countdown song I was playing. How am I going to do this? Hold on. I'm going to be just going to quickly turn off the screen. I'm just trying to get kind of like a split page set up so I can have the subscriber count on one side and then whatever we're doing on the other side. So yeah, actually this will work. Yeah, that's good. Okay. All right. Let me. Okay. Yeah, I'm still kind of going like, I'll just choke that down. All right. Max in the chat suggested that he wanted to see V39. It's his favorite numbered train. So we will pull up a photo for him. Can I find a nice one by chance? They're all kind of blurry, but it does the job. There you go. There's V39 Max. I hope you're happy. I found some photos of V39 if I just search it on Google. Yeah, okay, there you go. There's another photo. Okay, at least I'm making someone happy. That's good. All right, what we're gonna do is I want your suggestions. What would you like me to do? Would you like me to do a Q&A? Would you like me to play games or something? Like, honestly, anything I'm happy with. Um, now let's. Alrighty. Oh yeah, okay. A few people are asking questions in the chat. I'll answer those. Let me just hold on. All right, I'll put that back up and I'll answer the question because um, a lot of people are asking questions now. You've been watching through a bunch of transport content, a lot of your special uploads, all your uploads in one. Yeah. So that's actually a great question. So the process for making a video, once again, a great question, is honestly starts off now you got to have experience, I'd say, to understand what topics you'd need to focus on. And what I mean is, if there's a popular topic at that time, like for example, the new regional fleet trains that's popular at the moment, and yeah, I was thinking, okay, well, it's popular. That's a bonus, but what could I make out of it? Could I make a video? And if I can't make a video, then I won't make one. So I spent about an hour or two doing some research on the trains, and I discovered no one's really done updates on it. I should do an update. So I gathered all the information, read all the articles, read all the Facebook threads, Reddit threads, all of that, gathered all the information together, found some B-roll footage from the New South Wales government and everything, and obviously across YouTube and such. And yeah, made the video that took about 4 or 5 hours to create, I think, and then I posted that to YouTube, and then that's the process. Like it could honestly happen in one day, but it would take about 6 hours to do the whole thing, which is why I don't do it in a single day. So yeah, that's basically the process of how a video is created on here. So I hope that answered that properly. No, I do not have a Discord server. I am going to Melbourne, to the Melbourne Green Quad guy. I'm going to Melbourne next week, end of next week, and I will be going to Southern Cross, and I will probably be seeing XBTs. So yes, I can do that for you. All right, let's see. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about the VSET transfers. I haven't seen one myself, and I don't have the contacts um, to know of when the VSET retirement transfers are. It's purely random, I think. I mean, there could be a timetable somewhere hidden that I don't know about because I don't know about it. But yeah, it's probably somewhere I wouldn't have the information though, so I'm not the person to ask. Um, let's see what else we got here. What's my favorite food? That's an interesting question. That's also a great question. Hmm. You've really put me on the spot there on such a simple question. Wow. Um, I mean, I gotta go with pizza. Pizza's nice. Pasta. All the classics. Everyone likes that. Majority. If you don't like it, that's okay. Um, am I planning to go to Queensland when the Cross River Rail opens? I don't even know when the Cross River Rail is opening. Isn't that like what, 6 years away or something? Like 2030, 2031, 2032? Like I thought that was quite a bit away, but it just depends. Yeah, I mean, I haven't really done any research on the project. I don't know much about it if I'm being completely honest. Um, so yeah, I wouldn't once again wouldn't be the person to comment on that. Um, is yeah, I honestly I should do some research on the Brisbane metro. Oh no, sorry, what's it called again? Because you guys already have a metro. Um, Cross River Rail. Yeah, I mean, I can do research on that. I'll definitely look into that. All right, let's see what else we've got. Oh, that's interesting. More camshaft V-sets have been scrapped in the but for those who don't know what that means, there's two types of V-set trains. They both have different motors, and those are the two different types. If I'm being completely honest, it's one of the few things, and this is answering the question for someone asking like what led to my proposal for the Leppington to Western Sydney Airport line. I don't want to like sound harsh here, but it was common sense basically. Like you look at the map, you look at the maps, and you see Bradfield is what 8 kilometers away from Leppington, and on a map it looks much closer. And to me, that it just didn't look right. And knowing that there are provisions at Rossmore Yard in Leppington to allow for an extension, it was like this is a no-brainer. Like no one's spoken really much on this. Like Leppington seems appropriate to have a driverless line. The two outer platforms that can be Sydney trains, two middle ones metro, just like at Chatswood. And yeah, I was like, hold on a moment, that's actually a good idea. And I think that's actually what sparked my idea for the Western Sydney Airport video, because I was like, oh my God, yeah, that's actually, I really want to talk about that. And I'm like, okay, well, how about we try and follow what I did in the new regional fleet video, which worked really well, which is updates, because no one was really doing updates on the Western Sydney Airport line anyways. So I was like, okay, I can make it an update video, and I can also give my proposal. Win-win. You're moving to Melbourne next year? Very nice. Honestly, if I had to choose any place other than Sydney in Australia, it would be Melbourne. I will say Melbourne is pretty nice. I cannot wait to come down there next week. If I get banned, when will I be back? I'll be back. I would be back in July of 2026. However, I am legally avoiding the ban. Legally, Legally. I want to make sure you can hear me say that because my parents own this account. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like I said, I chugged down our water really quickly. And some of you might know when you drink something really fast, you kind of like gas for air almost. I don't know what it's called, but you know what I mean. Like you kind of have to stop for a moment. So I do apologize for that. But like I was chugging water while the final countdown song was on. So yeah, anyways, let's see. There's a lot of great questions that I'd like to answer. I'm going to try and go through a bit quicker. Any Extrapolis 2.0 info? I haven't heard anything, but actually, like, I'm going to be honest, you just gave me a video idea there. I'm not going to say anything else, but thank you. Thank you very much. That's a video idea for me. I'm going to put that on my list. What drove you to become a YouTuber? Inspiration. I think mainly Dan TDM. He was a very popular Minecraft YouTuber, and look, Minecraft was cool back when I was a kid. I don't know what's cool now. I think the toilet skibbity thing. I don't know. I sound like I'm 70. Like I'm only. Actually, I'm not going to reveal my age, but do common sense, you will know. I'm a teenager, and yeah, it feels like I've aged 500 years. So that's not great, but cool. But yeah, it was just inspiration, and I was like, also Phil from Sydney Trains Vlogs, he also inspired me as well. And then I tried out a few different niches of transport, and this one here worked the most, and that's why I'm going to stick with it. Is Canva the best designing app? Yes, it is, especially with Canva Pro. It's pretty pricey, but it's worth it. No, the social media ban will not go well. Actually, yes, I have. This is referring to a question about the Tangara duck beaks. So I believe either 4 or 5, Max, you're in the chat, you know about the number. Can you correct me on that, please? Either 4 or 5 8-car Tangaras now have the duck beak because the trial was successful, so they're now putting it on more trains. I actually saw one this morning, and I don't know the sets that have them, but there are quite a few now with them, so they're definitely more common. There's always going to be at least 1 or 2 running on the line at all times of day. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. So many great questions. By the way, we're only 50 subscribers away, which is good. As I told you, slowly moving up there. Let's see, what's our next question? Okay. Okay, I'm reaching the bottom of the chat. I'm just trying to quickly go through all these questions. What's my favorite game slash console? Um, well, I mainly use my PC, but because I make train videos, I don't mind some train stuff. So that like there's this Train Sim World game. That's a great game. There's so many others like not train related that I could spend hours talking about. So I'm not going to start talking about it because believe me, I won't shut up if I start. So that's for another day. But I would be more than happy to show you all my games. But it'd take too long. Um, Coke or Pepsi? I have never drank a soft drink in my life. Yeah, I know. Cancel me. Jeez. How bad of me. I don't drink soft drinks, guys. I'm sorry. When did you first get into trains? Thomas the Tank Engine when I was 2. So 2000 and something. I'm not saying. You guys basically know. Why am I not saying? I'm just not going to say it. You already know. Okay, 3 8-car Tangaras with the duck beaks are running. So yeah, there you go. Max corrected that. T31, 79, 19, 35, 19 and 35 were the original, and 95 and 96. Pretty sure T96 is one of the first Tangaras with the M-set doors, so that's cool. T96 is kind of like the cool Tangara, I think. It's the cool one. What drink do I like? Water. It is the best. If you haven't tried it, highly recommend it. Patreon, it kind of is a social media, but there's not necessarily a problem with Patreon. Hence why it's not been said at all with the ban. It's only social media platforms that have a lot of problems, and Patreon is pretty good at moderating that stuff. So I think it's understandable why Patreon is not part of the ban, if that makes sense. I would absolutely love to answer your question on if Gadigal or Town Hall Metro Tunnel Station, a Melbourne Metro Tunnel Town Hall station, impresses me more. I don't know. I haven't been there yet. I'm going to go to Town Hall Station in Melbourne in a week, and I will absolutely let you know what I think about which station is better. But from the photos I've seen, I think my favourite might be Arden or Anzac. Those stations look really nice. Especially, I love the entrance to Arden. It almost gives me Waterloo vibes. Like it's on the end of the line of the new line, and it's kind of on its own, but it's got potential to be a big area. That type of thing. I would absolutely love to have Sydney trains on Train Sim World, but there is none at the moment. Um, is it Dominic Telewong to Scopus? I don't think it was dumb, but I feel like they should have considered it more. But to be fair, there is actually a track. If you have a look on the map at Tallawong, there is actually a bit of track that stretches out just in case they want to build that to Schofields, which I think they should and extend. I'm not going to go over it too much because I should make a video on this, but extend the Western Sydney Airport line to Schofields, Metro one or two stops, probably 2 stops, to Schofields, interchange, boom, awesome. Also extend the Metro West to St Mary's as well. That's another good one. I don't know why it's not already down there. Like seriously, do they not want people of Western Sydney to be connected? Because that's what it feels like at this point. If I was the CEO of Transport for New South Wales, what's the first thing you do? Oh my god, that is such a good question. Okay, that's the best question I've gotten so far. I do a lot of things. Number one, I would immediately begin a crackdown on vandalism on the rail network. There's a big problem with that, and I don't believe they're addressing it well. I would immediately launch an independent review into the reliability of the rail network. They already have, but I would push it to see what the hell is going on because the network sucks with reliability. I would look into the proposals for future metro extensions. I would look into funding for that. I would look into what's some other projects? I would fast track the new regional fleet. I would want to get that done. I also want to get sleeper cabins on the new regional fleet. I would work to get that. I'd be more than happy to work with the unions as well. And yeah, so many ideas, so many. I'll give you one other one. Upgrade the Millenniums. They really need their midlife upgrade. if they can do what they've done to the Tangaras, which is make it like a whole new system and it actually works, and the Millenniums become reliable trains, then I want to be alive to see it. That's all I'm gonna say. I want to be alive to see it. Um, have I ever traveled to Zigzag before? I have not. I have traveled to Wondervine, but not Zigzag. I should go, especially with the new Mariangs on the Blue Mountains line. I have done a ride on the new Mariang on the Blue Mountains line, but only to Blacksland, and that was in that video. Um, let's see. Yeah, I know what you mean about the L3 light rail extension video. The reason why it hasn't come out is because there wasn't much interest for the L2 light rail video, hence why it hasn't really happened. I could still do it, and to see you're interested, that I do appreciate that, because I'll now consider it. But if such video was to happen, there's a very small chance it would happen this year, probably next year, if it was to go ahead. Okay. Who's my favorite YouTuber? Ooh, that's actually another great question. Wow. I'll give you different genres for my favorite YouTubers because I've got a few different genres. My favorite transport YouTuber is TsetsTransport. Oh my god, he makes the best videos. Like, seriously, praise TsetsTransport. Like, incredible stuff. That's my favorite transport YouTuber. I love watching travel vlogs. Have you guys heard of Kara and Nate? They're a couple. They've got like 4 million subscribers. They do travel videos where they go on like planes, go to places around the world. I love that type of stuff. Like, I think I watch their videos a bit too much, but if you know who they are, then you know that they're very good. Um, and I'm not really much into gaming. I think that's really the only. I mean, I watch a few other channels here and there, but those are the two main ones that when a video comes out, I'm on it straight away watching the new video. So yeah, okay. I need to start picking up because you guys are asking a lot of questions, which I like. That's good. Um, what's my favorite and most? What's my favorite and personal most hated train in the UK? I honestly couldn't answer in that because I don't know much about trains in the UK, but I would say that I do like. I like the. I don't know what they're called. The 700 class. They have a name for them. I love those type of trains. They're really nice. Um, let's see. Have you been to I've never been to Darnick before. I have not. Yeah, XBTs never depart on time. Um, I do appreciate that. I'm sorry I cannot pronounce that channel name, but Senstrazer. I do appreciate that on your suggestion for help. I like when YouTubers work together. It's needed more. It doesn't happen much, but yeah. Oh well. Um, which Australian city do you think lacks transport? Easy answer, Hobart. Oh my god. Where are you guys? Like, you ain't got crap. Also Darwin too. What's some other cities? Would Cairns count? Oh, but they already have they already have the tilt train. Yeah, no, I'd say Tasmania and Northern Territory, those guys, oh my god, seriously, like, you guys don't really have any train lines, like, what the hell? Um, does Christmas Island count? They don't have any stuff there. Pretty unimpressed. That's a joke, by the way. Anyone who's wondering, Christmas Island is where immigrants are held offshore. Which I'm not going to get into that because I don't want to get political. Um, yes, thank you. TANSW vlogs. Watch Carinate. They are great, aren't they? I love them so much. Like, I feel like they're my parents at this point. I'm sorry I'm being weird, but they honestly, they're probably my favorite YouTubers. I'll quickly show you. I'll show you. I'm not going to show you. One thing I won't show you is my homepage. Because I probably get a few, like, hey, why are you watching that? Not like it's bad, like, inappropriate, but, like, just controversial stuff I like to watch. I'm that type of guy. Yeah, these guys, oh my god, they make such good videos. If you haven't checked out these guys before, seriously, Kara and Nate, if you love travel, because why wouldn't you watch this channel? Seriously, like, they even visited all the New York City subway stations, and it's such an enjoyable video. They do heaps of challenges. Nate, he's a good runner. Kara, she likes fancy stuff. they just have great videos, you know? Like, if you're having a bad day, you watch these guys and you feel like they're your best friends. And I love that. And that's the type of channels I love watching, where you feel like you're connected to the person making the video. And that's the special part about YouTube. And that's why when people say, how does these people get so many views? It's because they connect with the viewers. Although that excludes Mr. Beast. I don't know how the hell that guy has so many subscribers. I despise him personally, but yeah. Check out these guys. They're very good. Anyways, okay, back to the subscriber count. All right, I'm going to answer some questions. All right, I can definitely continue doing proposal-style content. Why do Marios often get delayed on the CCN line? I don't really know. It's probably unrelated issues. There have been some urgent train repair stuff, so like train breaks down and whatever, but I mean, I think the Central Coast line has always kind of been quite delayed, so yeah. Geelong does need better transport, but hey, it does have V lines, so that's decent. It's better than many other places. Mr. Breast, yeah, that's pretty funny. Ha ha ha. On the Highlands line, yeah. I mean, look, I think the reason why no one does videos on the Southern Highlands line is because there's nothing interesting about it. I'm sorry, but there isn't. But you know, I could look into it. I would absolutely be happy to look into it. I don't want to spoil it, but something might be coming in a week that involves the Southern Highlands line and maybe involves Melbourne and Sydney in the same video on the Southern Highlands line on a train. The train's blue. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. I need to shut my mouth. I can't say anything else. I just revealed too much. Too much. Let's see. Thank you, iSpot Trains. I appreciate that. Which Sydney station do you think is most underrated, including intercity? That is another great question. There's a lot. I would have to say, there was this one station that I saw the other day, and I was reading an article about it. And I'm like, holy hell, this station's like the best. No one uses it. Where was it? I'll try and remember it, but it was a great station that like no one uses. That they need to use more because it's such a cool station. It's in Sydney. I will get back to you on what it's called. I will. I'll try and remember. And follow up with me if I forget. I'll probably forget. I don't know who Colin Ludwig is. I don't know who Blondie in China is. Interesting name. I have heard of the Points Guy UK. I haven't watched his videos though. You know, I just gotta come in here for a moment and say this is the biggest middle finger to the government. Me reaching 10,000 subscribers on the day of the social media ban. Like, isn't that so ironic? Like, say, oh yeah, I reached 10,000 subscribers, my all-time goal on the day of the social media ban, and I didn't even think I was supposed to reach it at midnight at December 10, when I was watching Matthew's great stream, who's in the chat. I had like 500 less. I didn't expect to have 10,000 by that night, but here we are, you know? It's the biggest middle finger you can give. Whether you support the ban or not, I don't care. It's still funny. You've got to admit it's funny. It's pretty funny. Like, I had Max texting me saying this is the biggest FU to the government. Yeah, it is. Okay. Hello, Matthew. Thank you, Matthew. Yeah, Mossville's pretty empty. I've been there before. I have been to Kembla Grange Racecourse. The only time I went is when that Tangara tipped over on the side. I raced down from Sydney to the south coast, stopped by McDonald's to get dinner, and then just raced down to Kembla Grange Racecourse because I wanted to see a Tangara flipped on its side. And I saw it. So I was happy. Although, actually, they did lift up one of the carriages just after I left, I think. So, yeah. There's a video heavily deep in the realm of this YouTube channel that you can watch about it. By the way, I also need to talk about this. I haven't spoken about this at all. We need to address this. We need to address the elephant in the room, because what the hell is going on there? I don't know why this is happening, if I'm being quite frank with you. And it is... Can I show this? Yes, I can. What the hell is going on my train spotting channel? Have you guys seen this? Like, this is for the this is for the people who know me for a long time and aren't coming from this channel. I've gained 2,000 subscribers in 3 days. Like, that is insane. And it was this video here. Let me try and... Look at that. What? 3,000 likes, 34,000 views, comments overloaded. Like, what is going on? You know, like, yeah, that's something, man. Like, yeah, and I did an update video. Look at that. Like, what? That is, yeah, and so much for a dead channel, hey. I mean, all I can say is this channel's algorithm is stuffed. And the reason why I say that is because everyone who's subscribing, all these new 1,842 subscribers don't care about trains. They're just subscribing because they feel sorry. And I do really appreciate that. But that's not good for this channel. I mean, hey, I'm not going to use... I don't think I really use this channel anymore, so... Oh well. I had thought, though, if it starts to get close to 10k to match my main channel, which, by the way, what am I at? Okay. If this starts to get close to, like, my main channel, then I'm going to have to take down the video, because that's not happening. There's no way in hell I'm letting this channel become more popular. But still, I cannot believe... lost for words. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, back to the counts. Whoa, I've messed up the page there. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, I need to really hurry up because everyone's asking so many questions. I want to. Sorry. I'm going insane. Big day, you know, social media ban that forgot to happen. And yeah, it's just been it's been such a big few days online, you know. I've gained thousands of subscribers in the past week. Like, I just cannot believe I hit 9,000 8 or 9 days ago. Or maybe a bit longer than that. But, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I am shocked. And the idea of the social media ban, like, it just doesn't feel real. And then sitting here about to hit 10,000 subscribers with my channels going crazy. Am I in a dream? Like... I really appreciate the support, but, like, it has been a big few days for me. And I think I'm going to look back at this for a long time and think that, holy crap, was that a big week. You know, there's so much happening, and there's still so much we don't know, and that's what makes it such a big thing. There's a lot of unknowns, a lot of change, and I don't think people like change, and there's going to be a lot of change. So yeah, sorry for getting deep there. Anyways, do I have a splinter in my finger? No, sorry, I'm talking to myself. I'm not talking to you. You guys can't see my finger on here. Yes. If I was the Premier of New South Wales, I would resign immediately because I would not want to be the Premier of New South Wales. I'm sorry. I do not want to get into politics. Politics is a risky thing. By politics, I don't want to get into politics. I mean, I don't want to work there. Not that I don't want to talk about it on here, but it's just that I don't want to work for politics. You probably already know that. I just want to reinforce that. They will not fit duck beaks onto the other MSETs, Waratahs, Oscars, because they don't really need to, I don't think. Homebush, what about Homebush? Oh, you mean Homebush is in underrated station? Maybe. Yeah, I still can't remember what it is, though. I haven't heard much about the Sunshine and Clayton Super Hubs. I have heard that Sunshine's supposed to be like a big station, so I kind of want to visit that in Melbourne. Any Melbourne questions I probably won't be able to answer because, well, I'm not from Melbourne. As much as I'd love to be able to answer it, I can't, but I'll try and learn as much as I can when I go to Melbourne next week. The Captivity trains... I bet my YouTube channel that the Captivity trains are not entering service next year. Mark my words. I'm done it. I made the bet. It's not entering service next year. There's no way. You know, I might quickly take a break because we've been going at this for 40 minutes. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. I'll be back in like maybe 2-3 minutes and I'll answer some more questions. You guys can take a break too. I want to make sure everyone like reload. So take a break. I'll be back in about maybe 4 minutes. Let's hope I don't reach 10,000 in the next 4 minutes. If we do, so be it. I'll be back, everyone. We'll be back in 4 minutes. I'm back already. Sorry, that was the quickest break ever. I just can't break. I can't have a break. I need to keep on going. I'm back. Early, but I'm back. Okay, back to the questions. We've got 29 to go. By the way, any ideas for what I should do when I hit 10,000? Like, do you want me to do like a special song or something or whatever? Suggestions are welcome. Feel free if it's copyright. I don't care if it's copyright music. You know, happy stream. Maybe I won't get the $2 from the live stream. What a pity. I honestly couldn't care less. You don't get any money from live streams, so it's okay. Plus, I don't want to have to restrict something because of money over a big goal of mine, if you know what I mean. Yes, I did hear about the allegation of Anika Wells spending taxpayers' money. Just saying, fishy people. Don't like them. Don't like them at all. Used to be supporters of them. Hell no, not anymore. I feel very disgusted to have supported them. Anyways. What train am I most excited to see, Melbourne? I've got a few. Honestly, I only really have one. I love the high capacity metro trains. They're just such cool trains. I really cannot wait to see them. The X traps are alright, but they're like the A sets there. It's like, they're boring, you know. They're cool at first, but then they're just everywhere. I mean, the HCMTs are kind of like that too, but you know, they're cool trains. I don't mind them. They're like D sets to me. D sets, they're new trains, bad, but they're nice trains. Like, I mean, the D sets have gotten a lot of slack, but in my opinion, the D sets aren't bad. I mean, look, the V sets are still very good, as in like being like iconic and everything. But I've already gotten used to the D sets. But still, I'm not happy that the V sets are going. But yeah, the D sets are nice. They're very nice looking trains. Like, I'll be on the way to school in the morning, and I see like 10 of them every single morning. And I always look at them and go like, those are some nice trains. Like, traveling in style. Like, I'm glad they put effort into the design of the train. Like, they're really good looking trains. I love the headlight at the top too. That is so cool. It's so like it resembles power and speed. You know, the streamlined look at the front. You know, compared to what? The capacities that look like they've been dropped on the head. Like, they've been flattened. They've been put in a squishy toaster thing, and that's what the capacity looks like. Those are the ugliest trains I've ever seen. But the Mariungs, they're not bad. Although I will say, I don't like how cold and white it is inside of a D-set. Like, it just... Yeah. I think it's because I'm used to the V-sets a lot, and the yellowy, orangey, warm Oscars. And by warm, I mean they have very bad air conditioning, but on a cold day, they're very nice. Okay. Do I even think a high-speed rail is ever going to be built? I think we will see something in the next 100 years. But not much. Not much. Honestly, I don't care what side of politics that the person would be on. If they seriously are going to actually build high-speed rail and they're not just saying it, I would vote them for Prime Minister, even if they're like a very radical party. I would vote for them. Anything for high-speed rail. Oh, and to be fair, I do care about the safety of our country more than a train line, but you know what I mean. Yeah, that's pretty funny how they're talking about Nika Wells instead of social media ban. That's honestly kind of backfired on them. I love it. Um, just slowly going through the chat. 1 second. Okay, I've caught up. I've caught up. Have I? Yes, I have. No, I haven't. I have not caught up. 1 second. All right, I'm gonna have to skip some questions. There's a lot of questions. I want to get back down to the bottom. Um, uh, okay, I kind of caught up with the questions now. I kind of want to go back and read the other ones that I skipped now. Let's do that. I do like the smell of the V-sets. It's a weird thing, but it smells nice. I agree. What's my favourite train line? Either the M1, either the M1 or probably either the T8. I like the T8 line. Least favourite lines, if you're wondering, would be T5, one of them. The T3, it's a pretty average line. The T4 is a nice line, but there's a lot of security problems on that line. So, yeah. Favorite intercity line, if you're wondering, Central Coast. Hands down. I love the Central Coast line. Guys, okay, this is getting funny. Anyways. Yeah, I did briefly hear that one of Queensland's trains retired. When I hit 10k, I do some sort of exercise stream. What do you mean? I do not remember saying that, but elaborate if you could. Joe Haley. Who's Joe? Oh, Joe Haley. Yeah, she was not. She was alright. She got fired for corruption. Do you refer to the previous City Rail livery or the New South Wales train livery or any other classic? I don't mind the New South Wales train livery. I did not like the City Rail blue livery. I was not a fan of that. I like the candy one. That's a nice livery as well. Probably the candy and the hamburger New South Wales train link livery. Those two are nice. Which Sydney train after the 1970s would I want to scrap? MSETs. Actually, no, sorry. Captivities. Or Hunter J sets. I'm sorry, I just don't like those trains. I give them so much slack. Seriously, I've been on the train once, and the ironic thing is, the one time I've been on a Hunter J set, guess where it was at? Sydenham. Out of all places, at Sydenham. I find that so ironic. I've never really been on a Hunter J set, except for the time that I sat on one at Sydenham. So yeah. Let's see. If I had to choose a train, what train would I choose? As in favourite? Tangaras are nice, but with all the security incidents, they're not really my favourite anymore, to be honest. V sets are nice, K sets are nice, D sets aren't bad. You know, the Waratahs, they're repetitive, but they're okay. I like the A sets the most, though. They're just, yeah. And the drivers actually say that the A sets have some of the best brakes on the network, compared to the B sets, which apparently have horrible brakes. That's what I've heard from drivers. I'm going to drink some water. I need some water. If I was given the chance to go to one country, which country would it be? United Kingdom. I'm dying to go to London. Beautiful place, beautiful part of the world. Never been. Go to Batman Station in Melbourne. I have heard of that. I am thinking maybe of doing that. It just depends how much time I have. I only have 3 days in Melbourne. Oh, that's cool to know, Matthew. I'll read that out for people who didn't see it. He's working with a local MP to get the last VSET to be 8 carriages with extra security. That is a very good idea. Yeah, I agree with Max. Can we get us to 10k? Because I kind of want to go to bed as well. I use OBS for live streams. I don't know if they'll keep a VSET for the Heritage Expo, but they'll keep a VSET. They should keep V21. That's a nice VSET. It's currently withdrawn from service, sitting in Broadmeadow. It's not scrapped or... I mean, it's technically retired, but yeah, it's just sitting in Broadmeadow Yard. They actually transferred 2 VSETs. I saw someone's video on that today. They transferred 2 along the Central Coast Line, hauled by a diesel locomotive. That was pretty cool. Millennium Bug. Exercise stream. What do you mean by exercise stream, though? Like, what does that mean? I've probably made a lot of stupid promises for 10k, but I'm happy to hear them. I mean, yeah, I missed the VSETs off the Central Coast, but I mean, they're still here. But like the Blue Mountains is not really. I'd honestly say, like, if I had to rank intercity lines, I would put number 1 Central Coast, number 2 South Coast, number 3 Blue Mountains, number 4. Number 4 Southern Highlands, number 5 Hunter. I don't like the Hunter line. Very industrial looking. And so unreliable as well. Yeah, I kind of miss the C-sets, but they were pretty crappy trains, if I'm being honest. They broke down a lot, and they were weird. They were just weird trains, you know? But they were nice. They're old trains, so they're nice. Well, when you say A-sets have the best brakes, what happened in Richmond in 2018 was not to do with brakes. It was to do with the driver wasn't paying attention. And I believe, from memory, it was only a matter of meters before he hit the buffer at 40 kilometers per hour that he pulled on the emergency brakes. So if it wasn't for those brakes, he could have hit that buffer at about 40. I believe he hit it at about 15 or so kilometers per hour. And that's to think that he was meters away from the buffer, and that train managed to slow down like
20, 30 kilometers per hour in a matter of a few seconds. So it wasn't a brake related incident, though. It was at the fault of the driver. I wonder if the driver got fired. They would have had to have gotten fired. They freaking nearly killed a train. It took 3 years to fix the goddamn thing. It hurt people as well. No one died, but like, I remember seeing the videos of, the just after the crash happened, people filming. Then the doors opened on the platform, alarms going off inside the train, people screaming. I'm not going to get into too much graphic. It was very graphic though. It was confronting, but yeah, that was the driver's fault for that one. Uh, I don't know for the future Sunshine Station Super Hub, but I don't know much about it. But I would say I like Chatswood more. Chatswood's a very good interchange. I love Chatswood. I've never been in a VSET toilet. Actually, I lied. The other day I looked inside one because I just wanted to at least see one before they got scrapped. I've never been in a VSET toilet though, and I don't plan on being so. I have been in the toilet of a Mariang, if you have to know. Um, showing. What the hell was I? Was I on drugs or something when I said that? Showing my workouts on a live stream. What the hell? That's weird. I'm not saying that to you. I'm saying like to myself for saying that. Like, what the hell was I thinking? I'm not gonna do that. When am I gonna sleep? Whenever I hit 10,000, which needs to be soon because I want to go to bed. Is Hurstville a good station? No, I do not like Hurstville Station. The lighting down there is horrible. It's a sketchy place. I do not like Hurstville. I'm sorry. I do not support any footy team. Actually, no, I do. I support the Sydney Swans. AFL. Yes, that was the set. Went to V38, V42. The sets that I was just talking about that got transferred on the Central Coast. Those were the sets V38 and 42. Yes, I know. I'm not getting a play button when I reach 10K. Where do I find the Suburban Oscars? They do several runs. So if I pull up any trip, they're not out right now, but sometimes they'll be paired with other Oscars, like they've been paired with some 8-car Oscars on the South Coast. I know that H34 has been doing the runs with another Oscar on the Central Coast. But primarily, you are guaranteed to see a Suburban Oscar on the 200 runs here, the 201 runs here, the 202 runs. It's not showing up, but it would be somewhere there. And then the 203 runs. If you see a train with a run number of starting with 220 and it goes from 0 to 3, then that will be one of the Suburban Oscars. Just if you want to know that. There is obviously none out right now. What is going on around here? We've got a train that says it's early, but I think it's gone into Flemmo. Yeah, it has. Not Flemmo, sorry, Auburn. What's going on the rail network? Few non-timetabled special trains. That's probably a V set or a D set. Or an Oscar. Don't know what that is. Sorry, I'm getting carried away. Back to the subscribers. Okay. Yeah, I agree with the haunted creepy vibes at Hurstville. Yeah, I agree, Matthew. You're not missing out on too much with the V-set toilets. I've heard they're pretty bad. Um... Oh, sorry, there is no 203 run. Could have sworn there was one. Sorry. And this is about the Oscar H set. I haven't been to Cabramatta Station, but I've been past Cabramatta. It's always busy there. So I'd say it's a pretty boring, average kind of bad station. Sutherland Station's not that bad, especially the Janulli end of the platform. I quite like that. Yeah, it's a decent station. Hold on, I've lost my chat. Yes, you saw Strathfield H34. East Hills used to be my least favourite because it looked a bit like a half-built construction site. Okay, we're going fast now. I'm going to have to get ready to prep the countdown. So everyone stay. We're about to hit 10,000. If you were to bring back one train from any state in Australia, which one would it be? I would bring back the VSETs in Sydney. There are no sorry. I think you said like 4-car suburban Oscar runs. I was going to say no. Do I like Torella? Yeah, it's a nice station. It's actually a really nice train spotting point. And there was that fire that I got caught on that train on the other day. That was interesting. It's got cool junctions though. It's actually a really nice station for train spotting, especially in peak. And it's on the same line that I live on as well, the T8. It's a bit of a train ride, but I can make it. Should I bother getting an Opal card for my trip to Sydney? Absolutely. Get an Opal card. I mean, unless you have a credit card, you can use that. But if you wanted a souvenir as well, you can get an Opal card. You can just buy it from a servo in Sydney or anything like that. What's the difference between Parramatta and Cabramatta Station? They're both very different stations. Parramatta is very much larger, and Cabramatta is very much smaller. What's my favourite Blue Mountains Line station? I've only been as far as Blacksland. I know. But Glenbrook's a nice station. I feel like I'd like Mount Victoria and stuff. Well, like you said in that thing there. Do I like Barella Station? I've been there once. It's a pretty lame station, if I'm being honest. Do I think Loftus needs an upgrade? I think they already have a ramp there. If that's okay for wheelchair users, then I don't really think they need to put an upgrade there. Would I like to go to Panania Station? No, I would not like to go there to Panania Station. I do not have a favourite instrument. If the voice counts though, then sure, that's my favourite. 4th to the 12th of October. I'd say get an Opal card then. You're going to be here for quite a while. I have not been up to the Central Coast since the fires at Coolewong. No, I am literally just about to finish school, and I actually am planning on doing a trip up the Central Coast, and I was thinking of stopping at Coolewong because I wanted to take a look around and see the horrible bushfires that have happened there, like heartbreaking. Seeing the photo of that D set there with the fire and it's not right. But hey, we live in a hot country. There's bushfires everywhere. You look over to your left, there's a freaking bushfire there. But yeah, that was just heartbreaking, watching the live views of that. Yes, just it's horrible. No one should ever have to lose their house to a bushfire, but that's just how life works. It just happens to the best of us. That's why you've got to be prepared for stuff like that. Okay, I'm going to start taking some screenshots now because we're at 9.99. We're at the final. We're about to reach a new stage of abbreviation, everybody. A new stage of abbreviation. We will no longer be able to see the individual new 10 subscribers as of... Oh, what am I doing? Okay, I need to take screenshots. Let me take screenshots. Hey, come back. Can you subscribe back, guys? One moment. Okay. Sorry. All good. Okay. Back to this. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Catching up. Thoughts on Kingswood Station? Never been there. What's your next video about? Don't know. Loftus is not wheelchair accessible. Please upgrade it then. Leightonfield's another interesting station, must I say. I have actually been to the Rail Operations Centre twice. Okay. You know what? Okay. Okay, guys, we're about to reach it. Alright, get ready, everyone. We're gonna reach it in a second. Let's get some hyped up music going. You know, just to hype you all up. I gotta get my screenshots. Oh my god. Hold on. I'm just gonna hide the screen. Hold on. Oh my god. What song should I play? What song should I play, guys? If it's copyright, I don't care. I need a song. What's a song? It needs to be a good song. Like, oh my god, I can't think. What's a good song, guys? Give me a good song. Can we just do the final countdown? Yeah, we'll just do the final countdown. Again. It's a good song. 10,000. Jesus Christ. We did it. I'm gonna take some screenshots. Oh my god, there's a 10k on my channel now? Jesus. Okay. I'm gonna play another good song. One second. Matthew suggested this song. It's a great song. We're just playing copyrighted songs. We don't care.
All right. Uh, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna give you a little speech and then I'll finish off the stream. But yeah, I want to take a moment to thank you all so much for 10,000 subscribers. You know, uh, it was the evening on December 2nd that I was sitting down thinking I want to reach 10,000 subscribers. I've wanted to for a long time. How fast should I do it? And I thought, let's try by the end of the month. And look, I did some research and I thought it's going to be really hard. I don't think I'll make it, but it's worth a shot. Never in my wildest dreams did I think that 8 days after thinking that, I am sitting here looking at this number right now. If that is not a representation of how anything is possible and that you can achieve your dreams, then I don't know what is. Sorry for sounding so like inspirational, but I am being completely honest here. Like, you know, whatever you want to be when you grow up, if you want to be a YouTuber, if you want to be a celebrity, if you want to be a movie star, if you want to be an astronaut, this is proof that when you put work into something, you can achieve it. So I want to thank you all so much for your support over the past 8 years on YouTube. And look, I'm going to acknowledge there is a decent chance that over the next few days we might be back at about 9,000 subscribers, possibly under 9,000, because of all the accounts being deactivated. But to know that we have been at 10,000, to know that I have reached it, and that the real number of people subscribed is 10,000, that is incredible. So look, I wouldn't be surprised if we go under 10K by several hundreds over the next few days. And look, it's going to be disappointing, but we can't do anything about it. But at the end of the day, I've reached 10,000. I've done it. And I just, lost for words. But I want to take a moment to thank a few notable people who have helped me with this journey. There's so many people. I'm going to try and do as many as I can. Aussie John, one of the big ones. Thank you so much. I know you're in the chat, John. You've really helped with my YouTube career. I would not be making videos if it weren't for him. At this present time, I would have stopped. Max Conto, thank you so much for being such a supportive friend of the channel and personal friend. Someone who, if I have an idea about a YouTube video, I'll send him a message and say, hey, Max, what do you think of this? And he'll always respond and give me an honest answer. And that's good. I love that. And Matthew, I want to thank Matthew, another great friend of mine who's also been a big advocate for my channel and for what I believe in. There's so many people. Phil from Sydney Trains Vlogs. He's only known me properly for the past year or two, but Phil has been a great friend. He's an amazing person, so kind, so thoughtful, an incredible person. If you're watching this, Phil, hello, Phil. Look, there's so many other people. I could go on for a long time, but so many people have helped me to achieve this, even though they weren't like directly helping me to reach 10,000. The positive energy that they've given to me is what's pushing me to this goal, if you know what I mean. So, 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. I've been waiting for this day for a long time, and we can finally celebrate it. Like I said, even if we lose several hundred because of the social media ban, we are still truly at 10,000. And I want to thank you all so much for 10,000 subscribers. And it has been an honor to, share my passion with you all, create videos that you all love and enjoy. I think back to myself when I first started YouTube, primary school aged. And, I remember thinking like, do I want to be a YouTuber? And my whole life then was, I'm going to be a YouTuber when I grow up. And obviously that's changed now. I'm not going to be a YouTuber when I grow up. That's not going to be my main job. But I think if I look back at myself, that I feel a sense of achievement. I feel proud knowing that I have reached 10,000.
And honestly, I could drop everything and retire here if I wanted to. I'm not going to do that. I'm still going. But yeah, like, it is unbelievable, like, all of the support that I've gotten over my YouTube channels, you know. Like, in the past week, past week alone, I have gained about 3,500 new subscribers, on all my channels combined, and that is absolutely amazing. And, you know, um, monetization, which is where you get paid for YouTube, that was a blessing for me. I got monetized in January of 2023. And look, I was only earning a few bucks a month, but I'm not going to go into what I earn now. But as someone who is growing up and in a matter of years is going to get a car, is going to possibly start a family in a decade or two, buy a first house, you know, start my life, YouTube is really a big help to that. And I am unemployed because of YouTube right now. I'm going to probably get a job soon, but yeah, you know, I am getting paid enough from YouTube that it is a very sustainable income. And, you know, watching, if you just click on a video, you know, clicking on a video, watching it, many think that, oh, it just means a view. It means more than that. It means someone who, a human being who's watched my video, and, like, you know, the money ranks up. And it's not about the money, you know, but it's to show you how much of an impact one person can make on a YouTube channel. And I feel like that's something that people with channels of this size lack these days, which is they don't understand how incredible it is, you know, to have so many people watching your channel. Like, you know, nowadays we see Mr. Beast with 500 million subscribers, and we think at first that's pretty big, but we're used to that now. And, you know, to me, 10,000 people, like 10,000 people, like, I'm trying to compare. I'm trying to get a crowd size reference for this. Like, I could fill up a very decent chunk of Accor Stadium. I think Accor Stadium's capacity is about 30,000. So theoretically, if I had a space between each seat of about one or two empty seats, then I could fill up the whole stadium basically. Waratah trains, you can get about 1,500 to 2,000 people in there. That would mean I could get about five. I would need about 5 8-car Waratah trains, with absolute full capacity to fit all of my followers. Like, that's another great reference, you know, and that is incredible to think that for just someone like me, that there is that many people who know who I am, and that is incredible. So yeah, that's my speech. I want to thank you all so much for 10,000. Yeah, I cannot wait to share more with you. And I think that Melbourne, I'm going to enjoy Melbourne. And I'm going to treat Melbourne as the 10,000 subscriber special. I'm going to do a whole lot of videos. You know, I'm going to do a lot of special stuff. I want to maybe try and do some more stuff for 10,000 because I really want to make sure I thank you guys for it. Yeah, so, oh, there you go. I can fit the whole, I can fill up the whole suburb of Taramara, as Matthew's saying, because over 10,000 people with the population there, so there you go. You know, I'm already bigger than a few countries. Like, you know, that's actually, that's a great observation I just thought of. How many countries am I larger than? Like, let's, all countries in the world by population. Let's take a look and see how many countries we have more people than. I really want to see. Okay, here we go. We've got Wikipedia open. All right. So, I don't think we'll ever get to this level. Nowhere near here. Let's go right down. Okay. Okay, not many. Let's take a look, though. A lot of... Oh, there you go. Christmas Island. Okay. I think everyone in this chat, majority of people who have a channel in this chat, you are bigger than a country. Pitcairn Islands, UK. So, there you go. Keeling Islands, Australia, larger than that. we're bigger than Vatican City. There's only 800 people in Vatican City. That's insane. Wow. So yeah, there you go, Vatican City. There's various other islands. The actual okay, here we go. This is interesting. We're nearly as big as the country of Tuvalu. So we've nearly reached our first proper country because all of these are like islands. They're not actual separate country. I mean, technically Vatican City is though, but that doesn't really count. But we're about to beat the population of Tuvalu. So we're about to reach our first country that we're bigger than, and that's insane. So yeah, there you go. We have the population nearly of Tuvalu on our channel, so that is incredible. But yeah, so I'm going to end the live stream now so you all can go to bed. I'm going to have a very nice sleep tonight. And, I mean, probably not very nice. I mean, if the social media ban didn't happen, then I would have a great sleep tonight, you know? But I could wake up tomorrow and have 5 subscribers. I don't know. Yeah, so that's my speech. Thank you all so much for 10,000 subscribers. That is absolutely amazing. Can we reach 11,000 by the end of the month? Just throwing it out there. I'm actually thinking of keeping the banner up on the channel that shows like the out of 10,000 just to show how we reached it so quick. But yeah, so I'll make a community post as well now. A very long article, probably just repeating what I've said here. But yeah, that's all for the live stream. Thank you all so much for 10,000 subscribers. The fastest amount of subscribers I've ever gained. I've gained 1,000 in 1 week. Jesus Christ. But yeah, thank you all so much. Have a great rest of your evening. Yeah, this might be one of 2 10,000 subscriber live streams. I might see you again to reach 10,000 one more time if I'm affected by the social media ban number loss sort of thing. So yeah, that's all. Thank you all so much. And remember, like I said just before, this is proof that when you work hard and you put effort into something that you care about, that you can achieve your dreams. And this is a dream of mine. It's always been a dream of mine, and I put work into it. I worked hard, and look what I got. This is proof that anything is possible. And what a lot of people don't say is when they say anything is possible, it's that you have to put the work in. It doesn't just happen miraculously. That happens to like 0.001% of channels who will post a video and get 10,000 followers. That barely ever happens. When you put the effort and put your work into your videos or whatever you're doing, if you're like reaching a fitness goal or you want to become an astronaut or you want to become a teacher, you know, anything, put the work into it, and believe me, you'll reach it. But yeah, that's all. That's my TED talk. Thank you, everyone. 10,000. Wow. Yeah. Watch the new video. Flemington Maintenance Center. That's a cool video. But yeah, that's all. Thank you all so much. Have a great rest of your night. I'm sure you'll hear from me very soon. So thank you all once again. Bye, everyone. Thank you all so much once again. I'm going to play a little special song to end off the stream, by the way, because I love this song. This is my favorite song.